Love and a Bit of Disorder by Elaine Canyon. Read by the author. Part 1. Cynthia. Noise from the barn this early in the morning always meant the workday would not be a pleasant one. Cynthia Lathem stared at the old barn. Most mornings it was a quiet place, but currently muffled whinnying reached her ears. What had woken them up so early? She moved up the path to the door, wondering if the griffins and pegasuses were arguing. They always ended up eating out of each other's troughs, and if they woke up early, they'd likely be hungry enough to cause problems. Old Grant kept them in slapdash pens as opposed to full stalls. He'd inherited the animals and had no idea what to do with them. That was how Cynthia ended up here 6 months ago. Grant needed someone who knew how to care for his new animals, and Cynthia needed out of her hometown as quickly as possible. A yell joined the whinnying, followed by crashing and squawking, creating a cacophony. Panicked, Cynthia ran the last few steps to the door and yanked it open, knocking her bag from her shoulder to her elbow. Not a single pen still stood. Griffins and pegasuses flew around the tall ceiling in panic, crashing against the walls and into each other.
Cynthia!
Cynthia turned to the voice and groaned. Andrew Spurgle, the new stable hand, clung to the neck of a pegasus 15 feet in the air. The pegasus, Henry by the looks of it, was doing everything in his power to throw Andrew off. "Andrew, what did you do?" Cynthia yelled. He couldn't respond as Henry turned in a tight circle, almost throwing Andrew to the ground. Her heart stopped for a moment before Andrew righted himself on Henry's back.
"I can explain!"
He cut off with a yelp as Henry flew in a loop, thankfully not throwing Andrew down to the rubble below. For a heartbeat, Cynthia considered ducking back out of the barn and pretending she hadn't shown up to work. Andrew trailed chaos around with him like a security blanket. Cynthia had initially found it endearing, but she wasn't sure she wanted to deal with it today. An ear-piercing screech cut through her thoughts. "Sandy!" Cynthia scrambled over down boards to her favorite griffin's pen. Well, where it would be if the pens were still standing. She skidded to a stop next to Sandy, dropping to her knees as her heart skipped a beat and her bag fell to the ground beside her. The big griffin thrashed beneath the debris, her head sticking out among several broken boards, one wing trapped between.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?